Hey, what's up, guys? Whew. So we're here in America. We've been here for about 7, 8 months now. We're 4 months, about 4 months, more or less, más o menos, away from moving back to Medellin, Colombia, and I'm excited, but yet there's a part of me that feels kind of torn because it feels like we just got back not too long ago and we're trying to establish, some things here that can long term impact our ministry work there. Uh, and, one of the biggest challenges with that is knowing that when we leave this time, supposedly, Lord willing, we'll be gone for a while. And I'm coming to grips again. It's like I'm going through the whole process again, what it looks like to leave everything and go. Leave our family members, like my mom, my dad, which is my kids' grandparents, my wife's parents. Here in Oklahoma City, we have a beloved community, friends, in the faith arena, also in the fitness space, and just people that I love and care for. And to up and leave all this again, to go to a place that we know but we don't know. We were there for about a year and a half living in Colombia, and it was such a blessing. I mean, a huge blessing to our family. It helped us to slow down, be intentional with family again, establishing a vision, a mission, a message specific from us out to the hearts of the people there that God had laid on our hearts. And it was a game changer. It was a life changer going there to Medellin. It even healed parts of our marriage, our sacred covenant that we have before God, me and my wife, getting us with community that loved us, who cared for us, who took care of our baby boys in an amazing Christian school. And if you guys are thinking about watching this video because you're thinking about moving to Medellin, I highly encourage you, one, to seek God first, two, really think about the pros and the cons, think through those, because it's not for everybody to get up and go to Latin America, but it was for us. And it paid amazing dividends. I say that because not only spiritually, which is most important, but relationally, I was able to again grow deeper with my kids, my family, with new friends that spoke another language. Even from a educational standpoint, like just diving in, learning a new language was an eye-opener, such a blessing too. And I came back, and now I have friends who are straight Spanish speakers here in the United States that I can actually convey with and have thorough conversations with. So yeah, guys, I just want you to really take time and think through what it actually looks like for you and your family as an expat dad, as an expat mom, to get up and leave everything that you love, to go to a place that's unknown that you could essentially love. Like, America is tough times right now. There's so many challenges, through the landscape of the transition between, being Democrats pretty much in leadership to now Republican Trump, who essentially is making all these different changes, and people don't know what to do. But some of them are good. I think some of them are not so good, but change has to happen in order for us to grow together as a society, as a community, as a culture, as a people. So I don't blame him, but inflation is insane right now. Like, it's so expensive to live here. Like, I remember spending in Colombia maybe monthly max for a family of 7. We was spending about $3,000 a month max. I mean, that's on just needs. Something that I realized when I got back here, dude, you got 7 people in your household, and you want to live up to the level that you were living back in a place like Latin America, you got to at least be spending 9 to $10,000 a month for that type of lifestyle. Big difference. But again, it's not about, all about how comfortable we want to be and how we want to live, but it's truly about, how are we aligning ourselves with the heart and the will of God and doing that which He purposed for us to do according to His plan. We make the plans, but God establishes our steps. And just want to encourage somebody with that today. And hey, hi. And I think that's one thing that I'm constantly learning is I can't do anything without being led by God. And I need counsel. I need people who are wise that can pour into me, that's been through what I've been through. And I'm thankful for Bill High. It was a gentleman who I went to one of his events. One of his events changed my life, where I walked in, I brought my wife, we drove, 2.5 hours to get there, but it was around family. What does your legacy look like? What legacy are you leaving and leading for your family? And I didn't know how to answer that question, so it intrigued me, and I went. And when we got there, started with worship, beautiful, and then Bill High gave a message that impacted my heart. He asked me, are you doing the assignment God has for you as a husband? What is an actual leader in the home? What is a father in the home? And how do we reflect God as the Father in our homes? First, there has to be an order, a structure, a vision, and it has to be written down, made plain. And then from that point, there needs to be not only you on the journey, the mission to succeed, sort of this vision, but your family needs to be on it with you. And then I started looking in my own life and looking in my own heart, and I noticed I was way out of whack from what I felt in that moment, what I seen in that moment with the eyes of my heart. I wasn't doing any of the things that I envisioned in that meeting. So I took it to fasting and prayer, and I started really seeking the Lord, asking Him, God, do you want us to be here in the United States? Do you want us to be living here in Rockwall, Texas, working a job I show up to every day that is okay, it's purposeful, very purposeful, but at the end of the day, it's a rat race to always reach for more resources to make a bigger impact. Yes, but I wasn't feeling like I was supposed to be in a corporate setting, just trying to earn more money. And that's what I was consumed with, the rat race. That was the issue. That was the problem. And I decided, God, I'm willing to leave all this right now if you make it clear to me. And God did just that. And He highlighted to us Colombia over the span of a couple months. We started solidifying that after my son's birth, which we had a NICU baby months before we were supposed to leave for Colombia. So that scared us even more. If this baby isn't healthy and we plan on moving to another, not only city, but another country, should we do this? But by the grace of God, God made sure our baby boy was healthy and ready to go. So before you know it, guys, we got packed up. We got on up out of Dodge. We left Texas, hopped on a plane to Orlando, flew straight to Medellin. When we got to Medellin, we got into this little apartment, 2-bedroom apartment that was about the size, it was like 15% of the size of our house in Texas. I will never forget the cost. It was like $750 a month. But we were only there for a little bit since it was Airbnb. But from there, we immediately started jumping into a new mode where we were focused on mission, not me, right? We weren't focused on ourselves. We were focusing on family, on mission, and doors opened up. We got our kids enrolled into an amazing school called Destiny Colegio in Medellin, Colombia, where they were teaching our kids about faith, family, and just excellence in education. And that was a game changer because it's a bilingual Christian school. Out here, it would have probably cost maybe, how much do you think it will cost a month for a Christian bilingual school? Dude, that probably would have been so expensive. But needless to say, we got our kids in school. three of them at that time. When we go back, it'll be four in the school. Um, and that was great. And then me and my wife got times again. We got to go on dates again. We had a nanny, a niñera, a cook who would cook for us during the weekdays. Got acclimated in a church family, a body. And then what's one of the other cool things is we actually, let me see, how do I explain this? We got our kids. My wife went through barista school. We all went to some type of school. My wife went to barista school, which was amazing. I went through Spanish school, since my wife already is Puerto Rican, so she knows Spanish really well. That's her native language, actually. Then my kids had swimming teachers. They used to go through all different type of classes. And when I get back, I want to go through chef school. But yeah, guys, just so much opportunity there. Things in the lifestyle you're afforded there that you would never get here. That would be really hard to get here, especially for your whole family to be growing in different skill. It's just game changer living in a place like Medellin. So I hope I was able to share with you a little bit of perspective today, and hope this encouraged you. And if this is the time that you feel led to leave America, or you're thinking in the next year or two, I mean, even if it's not Medellin, Colombia, or Latin America, the opportunities that you can get outside of America that you have not quite thought about, because the powerful American dollar stretches so much further in some other places. It's not about things being cheap in places like Medellin. It's not about that at all. It's more about what you can get for the hard money that you worked for. You get more for it. It's not about, oh, I make more, and I just want to go and be cheap. It's about what you can get for what you actually worked for. And out here, dude, I think one of the most shocking things when I got back to America was eggs cost a brutal amount, like crazy amount. I think it was for a dozen eggs, like almost $7-8 or something. It's ridiculous. But needless to say, with that same $7-8, you can probably feed almost your whole family. Not a family of 7, probably if you're a family of 4, you can feed your whole family a full natural meal with that in Medellin, Colombia, at a restaurant, at a cafe, even out. I was just like, it just makes sense. And here's the biggest serve opportunity we got there, that I was like, we could not have gotten this in America, and had nannies like a beautiful tribe helping us on Saturday mornings when me and my wife go serve together. Like, it was the orphanage. We got to serve at an orphanage every single Saturday, and that was the morning time. And then when we got back from there, our kids were already ready for the day. They were fed, and then we would go on mission as a family at that point. So me and my wife got to go on mission, do ministry. We fit in a little date time in that, like a little quick date right after that for lunch. And then when we would get back, we would go out somewhere as a family. And those are just the sweet memories I remember, out when we would break outside of the sort of hustle of the week. That Saturday was so sacred, because it felt like our cup was running over with opportunity to serve and to love and to meet people where they are. And they did the same for us. And we felt so, just so blessed. And then Sundays was like, literally, let's go to church, let's go worship Jesus, let's go enjoy each other, on the back end of that day, and see ways that we can get ready for the next week. But yeah, guys, love y'all. Hope this encouraged you if you're thinking about making that big move. And yeah, just wanted to share with y'all our expat story. So talk soon. Peace.